Traditional sailing boats are making something of a comeback, with a new breed of merchant ships returning to wind power in an effort to promote environmentally sustainable trade and leisure and combat rising fuel prices. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Great, thanks.
We're in Brest, and 30 or so volunteers are about to embark on a unique adventure on the Hermione, a replica of the legendary French Navy frigate that ferried the Marquis de Lafayette to America in 1780. After 17 years of work, the Hermione is making her first trials at sea since her unveiling in Rochefort, her home port, back in September.
We've made every effort to respect the historical reality. The only modern equipment to be found is in the hold, so the engines, the galley, that sort of thing. But aside from that, everything from the lower deck, the rigging in particular, is true to 18th century shipbuilding techniques.
And not forgetting the cannons to ballast the vessel, which is 66 metres long, 47 metres high, weighs over 1,000 tonnes and features hundreds of metres of rigging. Now, it's essential the new crew members are trained in handling the 2,200 square metres of sails.
Pull, carefully, carefully.
The ship needs a crew of 73, and on the Hermione, 54 crew members are volunteers. They set sail for 2 weeks on average. This is Nicolas Chambon's third trip.
We handle all the sails. The mainmast is my favourite because it's so high up and there's a wonderful view. You can see for miles around. You can see all the towns and cities from up there. And when you're out at sea, it's even more stunning because there's an amplitude of around 10 metres. It's a great feeling, really special.
And of course, comfort is minimal down in the Hermione's hold. You have to bend down as you walk through the cabin, where crew members come to rest between shifts.
My new hammock. This is where we sleep. It's very comfortable. It sways with the roll of the ship.
The Hermione cost 25 million euros to complete, financed by the local authorities, partner companies, and members of the public who came to visit the shipyard. The three-masted frigate will arrive in America in April 2015, after following the same route as Lafayette. A decision has yet to be made as to what will happen to her once she returns to France. We head to the Bay de Douarnenez, also in Brittany. This galley, the only one of its kind, is speeding along under full sail. After 4 days at sea, the Tres Ombres is about to deliver 30 hectolitres of organic beer from Brixham, England. But before unloading the merchandise, she has to dock, which is always something of a challenge because the ship doesn't have a propeller. Daunting, but doable. The ship is Dutch, but it was Brittany-born Guillaume Legrand who chartered the Tres Ombres. For the past 2 years, his company has turned to sail-powered shipping to transport freight.
It's the only cargo ship in the world without an engine. Now, it may seem very behind the times or extremely idealistic to transport goods via sailboats, but the fundamental question is, do we want to live in a world where energy becomes scarce and more expensive? Could we not transport significant quantities of merchandise over long distances without using any fuel?
Guillaume charters 15 or so sailing boats like this one to transport salt, canned goods or wine across Europe, and also cocoa beans and rum from the West Indies. Colette Venot has ordered some of this English beer for her establishment in Douarnenez. She was won over by the environmentally friendly transport. It's fantastic. Zero carbon footprint. We get to try products from other countries. Organic. And in this case, it really is totally organic. The Tres Ombres will soon be setting sail with barrels of wine in her hold so they can age for 12 months. The rolling of the vessel is said to give the wine unique character. So merchant sailing ships are making a comeback, but Guillaume's alternative shipping solution is just a drop in the ocean. This boat can only carry up to 35 tons of goods, 10,000 times less than a container ship.
The method is fundamentally modest. And we need to be realistic on all levels, commercially speaking. We're well aware that we're transporting infinitesimal quantities of goods in comparison to others.
But some are thinking of making use of wind power on a greater scale. Winner of several races like the Route de Rhum yacht race, Yves Pallier has been working on the Beyond the Sea project in Arcachon Bay since 2011. His idea? tow trawlers, cargo ships or recreational boats with a traction kite.
We still use the engine, but the kite provides extra power, so we don't need as much energy to propel the boat.
The system will save companies 20% in fuel costs and is therefore less polluting. The kites, which will be fitted with 100 to 1,600 square meters of sails, will be partly automated.
That's the idea, a return to sailboats. In the future, boats will be designed specifically for kite traction and will be able to cover greater distances.
And we may well see this hybrid propulsion system in action within the next 3 years. The CMA CGM Group, the world's third largest container company, is already on board.